What's up, listeners? This is the DM Elijah and Showrunner Jake, and we have episode 7 of Next on the Initiative for everyone today.
Yeah, before today's big session, the end of part 1, the small heads up. You know that we occasionally forget to announce our dice rolls, but we're getting better at that as the sessions go on. We use Roll20 to play D&D sometimes, so occasionally we'll talk about the map, the tokens, the monsters, or the character placement on the computer screens. And a quick update for the podcast. Today's episode is the end of part 1 for this campaign.
That's good to hear. Thank you so much for listening, by the way, everyone. It means a lot to us.
Yeah, special shout out to the Patreon users Justin Neal and Sanaya. The support you gave to us on Patreon means a lot. 7 episodes in, man, and it's been a lot of hard work. Also, all the people listening and our patrons on Patreon, your support means a lot to us.
Another little update. We got the old man who came back. He showed up last night.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Dude, the old man is back?
The old man is back. Just showed up at the tower the other night. Came in smelling like hot sunshine and sulfur.
Oh, really?
Good thing he showed up too. Yeah, I'm getting tired of that freaking parrot. You think a magical bird would have means of sustaining itself, but no.
Oh, so wait, I thought you guys were becoming like best friends.
Oh, I'm cool with the old man. I'm not cool with the parrot.
No, I mean, I always thought you were like a bird person. I always thought you liked birds.
Birds. This bird was saying infernal things to me.
What, was he like whispering ominous messages of doom while you were sleeping or something?
Yes, in languages I couldn't understand.
All right, well, I guess I'm glad the old man's back, but you think you can go get him to like read the intro for this episode?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's here. I'll go get him.
Yeah, at least he didn't give you a letter that like painfully transformed your voice this time.
Hello again, everyone. I've returned from my trek through the plane of fire. It is good to rest my bones here at the tower, and so much has happened, leaving me with a few scorch marks here and there. But that's a tale for another day. Last time we left off, the ongoing demon chaos ensures everyone tries to stick to the plan, and they split up. Some go into more menacing areas of the prison to obtain personal goods, with the others making headway gathering supplies and other means of escape. With so much panic and chaos, there's no clue who'll end up alive after all this is done. I'm on pins and needles trying to see what goes down this week with the Breakout.
Inoki, you hear from behind you the side, like one of the doors open. You turn, think it might be one of the guards, and it's just like Grun breathing heavily.
I turn around and I smile, and then I immediately shoot Raptor spores at them.
I hide under the table.
You run under the table, but you see this. You just surrounded by this fungi and spore. I need you to give me a con save.
Alrighty. I rolled a nat 20 plus 1.
I should also mention, I'm not going to say much further on it, but the rolls isn't so you better or not you connect.
Oh, it's for whether or not I connect?
No, it's not for that.
Yeah, I figured it was like if I do it wrong, then I like cough or something.
I'm like, hey, it's okay. It's your friends. Where's everyone else?
There's a Quaggoth fighting them, and people shooting, putting people to sleep.
Quick, do you know any healing spells? Anything you can help to heal? Pepito's been hurt.
No.
And now we're gonna go to back to Jack. You wake up, you are no longer unconscious, but you are prone on the ground. And next to you is Shushark, who you just jostled.
KRAV operational. Oh, we are out of combat, correct?
You are not.
I'm in danger. So let's see here. What all do we have to deal with?
You still have one Quaggoth in front of you, and the Drow who seems to be taking pot shots when he gets the opportunity.
I want to move just an attempt to finish off that Drow. Or, I'm sorry, Quaggoth.
Okay. How are you doing so? Are you just attacking with fists?
Bare hands, yeah.
Combat mode activated.
bare hands. Give me an attack roll.
Unnatural 20.
Give me damage.
2 points of bludgeoning.
With that one punch, you kind of see his knees wobble and blood spill from his mouth. He is looking pretty hurt.
That's my turn.
Okay. Next is the Kragoff in front of you. He is now like seeing his situation get worse and just starts yelling and crying out, and he begins this roar, and hit the fur on his, you see his fur begin to like bristle and point out. And he's going to go into a wounded fury and make 3 attacks on you, Jack. Does a 9 hit?
No.
That's a natural 1. And a natural 20.
Ugh.
So like he just puts all of his effort into this next swing. Oh wow. I'm sorry on this, Jack. With like a last ditch attempt swing, he hits you right in the chest with all his force. And deals 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Are you dead?
It's like I shouldn't even have joined today's session.
Are you unconscious?
Yet again.
What is your maximum hit points?
24.
Okay, so you just like feel the insides kind of crack, and you just fall onto the ground.
Yeah, in my turn.
Next is Seraph, who sees you fall and curses. It's like, I'm not letting this test fail. And he rushes over and starts grappling with the Kragoff. Natural 20 on Seraph's side. And Seraph is going to use the last of that and just force the Kragoff off the side. You see the Kragoff fall into the water, emerge, and looks around and starts screaming. And what he's screaming about is
The faceless one.
as you see coming from the edge of the water, ooze just slowly making its way towards the Kragoff. We're gonna leave it towards that. Arun, is now your go. You all are technically now out of initiative, but Jack is now down.
A faceless one.
Okay. I I turn around, I look at the guard and see what he's doing.
He is no longer up there.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So I go to Krog and see what I can do to him.
If you don't have any medical, if you don't have any medical items, you can use a medicine check to try to stabilize him.
Okay. I will.
Could you do like some kind of tinkering, like robot skills?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because. Right. So I rolled a 14 on a medical check.
You're currently at 0, but you're not making death save. And the other's
Is he conscious?
he is not. I'm going to roll a d4 and see when he can become conscious again. You see Zuvar, everyone sees Zuvar kind of like do a quick patchwork and just like bandage up the wounds that he's taken. And you see Eldith and Shushar immediately like try to go towards the Warforged friend, and they look at everyone saying,
Are we attempting to keep him with us? Are we doing this?
Only if we could stabilize him somehow and get him on his feet.
right now we're just carrying an unconscious robot with us. This is going to slow us down.
Roll his ass into the sea and keep it pushing.
No, come on, we got you.
So Zuvar, you're the only one out here at this moment. You have Eldith, Shushar, and Seraph and Jimjar looking at you, trying to like waiting for this decision.
It's like, this one's tricky. I say we drag him until we regroup with others, and if nobody is of help, especially those with some magical capabilities, then we leave him behind and we make wind.
Okay. So you all start dragging him along, and you meet up with Id and Inoki in this area. Jimjar's not helping. You see him just kind of like in the background looking like, wow, you guys are impressive. And at some point during the fray, Topsy and Turvy have just disappeared.
That's unfortunate.
When you guys turn to the tower, you see Shushar, Berendil, and Eldith all collectively holding up this Warforged, dragging them behind you all. And they're just putting all their effort into that.
I immediately shoot out Raptor spores at everybody again.
Okay, Constitution saving throws.
D20. I fail. Let's see. I fail bad. 3.
I get to write that down. Everyone's connected.
All right, I quickly bring him up to speed. I tell him Lupito's been hurt, but he's doing fine. Tell him where our weapons are, where the lift. Tell him that we should head there. I tell him about the lift being like probably going to need to take 2 turns, but I mentioned to them as I see Harv in really bad shape. If we get our weapons, I can cure wounds and help those who need help.
We should also check out the barracks again in the main hall. We should try to gather supplies for the trip forward. If we can grab some rations there in this chaos, that would help us stay on the positive side.
If we move together as a group and look in rooms quickly and strategically, we can probably get out as much as we can, but also keep moving.
Jim Jar just shakes his head to that.
It's not that we're not going to be strong in numbers, but us moving as a large group is a target to both the drow and whatever the hell flying out here. We might have to split it up for both parts and meet up on the lift.
It is not far from the lift. I tell you now, everyone who posed a threat has seemingly been taken out. They have their hands full. Where we come from, near the lift, it is becoming very bloody. So we need to move now. And I already start to move away from the tower and to say, we can talk on the way. Let's go.
Lupito kind of looks at Jim Jar and looks at you and just kind of sighs and says, both of you are on the same point, but I might have to agree with Jim Jar here. I can't see us moving efficiently as a large group and not having to worry about everyone's attention.
All right, fair enough. Fine. People who are strong enough without weapons can stick together, while those who aren't can grab their weapons and be more useful in a support role.
Injured should hide near elevator.
They look at everyone, kind of just takes a look at Krog, and is like,
So we're doing this, right? We're taking him with us.
I mean, if I can heal him, he could be useful.
Right. Alright. Sushar, there and there. We're going to the lift, and we'll keep guard there and try to stay quiet, and hopefully you guys can make it back. Someone should check the barracks in the main hall to try to get a few more supplies while the main group get our stuff from the quarters.
All right.
So it's up to you all to decide who goes where. Party 1 will be the people just watching the lift, and right now that's Shushar, Darendil, Eldif, and Krav.
So, it wants to help hide Krav and then join up with folks. I figure I can use my stealth to help him be hidden while he's out.
He's a large warforged, but I will allow the attempt.
But he's also unconscious.
We could even hide him in here and then come back for him when we're ready to heal him.
We might not have time. We should move him closer to where we are. Yeah.
He is unconscious. He's a good camouflage for a dead body. We could just lay him on the ground.
Yeah. It might be that nobody will bother him.
Yeah.
So let's bring him closer and then split up.
Okay. You all as a large group move towards the area, and you all meet up here towards the lift and place him down. At that moment, you just see one of the drow pop out, sword ready, armor equipped,
I'm here. Let's do it. I'm not late. Let's go.
sees the demons flying, understands why the horns are going off, and then just sees everyone in front of him, like this entire group of prisoners. He just stops for one moment, and there's an awkward silence as you just see him kind of like put the blade down and just walk away. Like you just see him start backing up, and it's up to you all what to do, but he is aware that this is not his fight.
I'm okay with just letting him run away.
Yeah, honestly, me too.
Yeah, he puts his blade down, and you see him run towards the southern tower.
All right, people who need weapons come with me, and I start going towards the weapon storage area.
Wait, if you're looking for your arcane focus, I think it should be in the quarters because it's magical and it's special, isn't it?
Oh, I stop and I'm like, oh, you know where it is? Lead me there.
Yes, we're actually closer to that than we are to the barracks. So I lead him to the shrine and go for the ladder. But I want to do that stealthily, and I ask Inoki to also be stealthy.
I say, no problem. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little tall not to see a 6-foot mushroom, but I will do my best.
Try your best.
Oh, you didn't see the self roll earlier, Arun. So I got Jakes and Arun heading to the quarters. Peter speaks up and says, I will check the barracks once more. I could use some medical assistance, and I could probably find something for our warforged there. I don't want to go alone, though, if someone can help me. And he looks over at Seraph, and he just kind of grunts and says,
I'll join the Darrow.
Alright. I tell Stool, stick with the little one, and if you need to, don't be scared to use your spores like me.
He kind of, in the magnificent eyes wide and just nods. Like, you see a little bit more bravado in him as this is going on.
Yeah, I say, don't worry. If one of us gets hurt, we can sense it. I will run to you.
We all help each other.
Yeah, distress spores. And I give him a little fist bump.
He does so.
Aww.
And suddenly a magical light appears around both of you as fungus grows around.
Aww. Cool.
Yeah, going towards the barracks is Peter and Sarah. Stool is going to follow you, so where are you going?
Okay, so first, I think, well, it has a really important object that would be considered magical. Yeah, what does it look like again?
You know it to be a hollowed out fruit gourd with these runes carved into them, describing your tribe's history.
Okay, so can I just kind of put that image in the folks going to that room's mind so they can look for it?
So it works up to 30 feet. So if we're 30 feet, you could just tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are still next to each other, so you get the exact image she's trying to project on.
Got it.
And just say, I need this to live.
You kind of also get the emotional transmission of the importance of this.
Yeah.
Understood. And I'm take care of Stool.
I'm gonna help. You said Bupito is staying behind to search the local area?
Bupito and Seraph.
Okay. Well, I guess I want to make a stealth check first to get Krov pretty well hidden, or at least blend him in so that any.
Give me a stealth roll, and I would say at advantage as the others kind of help you weaken and Bernie's this.
Okay. Good.
You can put another dead body on top of his body.
Well, I can't. I'm not that strong. Okay. It's either a 9 or a 21.
Ooh, I wonder which one.
So you all have the assistants. You all work together, and you guys kind of make it look like he's not a threat. It was pretty easy. At first, you slumped him next to the lift, and his body just tilts over, and you guys kind of just go over to one of the other bodies, put a little blood on him here and there, twist his arm back to make it look mangled.
Do we give him sunglasses?
You guys give him the makeshift sunglasses with this circular finish.
Nice.
And he's just kind of Family Guy tossed over on the side of the lift.
Cool.
It looks like if you didn't know you did it, you would have came across and thought Krav was dead.
Cool. All right. Yeah, and now I want to go in and search the barracks.
Okay. Jim Jar is going to join you two, Jakes and Arun. Let me get these written down real quick. So either you or Arun, one of you roll a d20 and add Dex mod. Same for you, Maya. We're gonna see who would do first.
Just a dex, you said?
Rolled on that 20.
9? Well, okay then.
Okay. So we're gonna work with you two for now. Okay. You guys enter and the first thing you see is the great statue of Loth standing in front of you. There's no one currently praying next to it, and you know to get to it, you gotta go past the shrine towards the ladder here. As you walk closer to the shrine, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. 17.
I rolled a 9.
So you walk past and you look up and you see a beautiful glint coming off the statue, and you notice that each of his eyes are these beautiful ruby beautiful polished rubies that you can probably grab if you wanted to. 8 total.
Does my investigation reveal them being like possible trap or just easy jewels to take?
With the perception you saw, you look like you can see that they are attached to the statue. Doesn't seem like anything's connected to the statue in response. But with that same check, you notice something moving in the background next to the to this area right here. A quick little flash of movement.
Okay, since I am still telepathically linked, I say I think I see something near the statue. Be on guard, but let's move quick to get the weapons.
You guys start making your way over, and you turn, and you see Jim Jar kind of mesmerized by the jewels, and he kind of smiles at you all, and starts leaping up to try to pop one off, and starts pocketing them into his pocket. Arun, in this moment, you feel inside like your tunic, kind of Nay pops up and starts acting violently towards it.
What was the last part? Sorry.
You, as he is doing this, popping the eyes off the loft statue, you kind of feel, you notice 2 things. You kind of feel like a weird, unsettling feeling in your chest when this happens, and you notice that your spider Nay is starting to respond violently towards it.
Oh.
As Jim Jar is taking like another gym, you see something from behind the cushions lunge at him.
Oh. I just watch because I don't want to shout and give our positions away.
You can telepath.
Yeah, no. So do you tell me like?
Oh yeah, I'll tell Inoki that something bad's gonna go down, and this doesn't seem right at all.
And you're giving that thought, you both watch Jim Jar get attacked by this giant spider that seems to be hiding. Didn't seem like it was going to move first, and it was reclusive, but something about the actions Jim Jar did caused it to attack, and is now tearing into him. Let me go ahead and get the spider stats to see his the damage on this.
I cover the little spider's eyes.
The little tiny spider is trying to break out of your hold and join in on attacking Jim Jar.
Just stay back, little one. The big spider's got it. It's gonna be fine.
Do you keep trying to stop a tiny spider?
While this is going on, I move towards the weapons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Oh my. Okay, let me finish the damage roll real quick.
Right. I don't keep him from going, by the way. Like, if he really wants to go, I'll let him go.
Here, I give him a piece of a vial of poison. I'd say you try to throw that at the spider, but we can't do much against it on our own.
You see Jim Jar open his mouth to scream, but is immediately bit in the neck by the spider, who then with the force is taken off and behind the cushions, and you see his leg twitching and stops moving. Then you see the spider reach up and begin scrapping.
Oh my god! You let him die!
We move slowly towards the weapons.
We're gonna move you guys over to this section now. I didn't expect that, but as you immediately drop down and see this very fancy laid out bed in front of you. On it is the 2 drow still putting on equipment, and you turn to see Shore and Ivar staring at you. No questions asked, they immediately lunge towards the bed, and Ivar grabs her rod. I need the 2 of you to roll initiative.
Okay. Do we say perhaps have the element of surprise?
You do, in the sense that they are still trying to get ready. If you want to try to take one action right now.
Yeah, I immediately use pacifying spores.
Describe to me what that does again.
Sure. I can inject spores at a creature within 5 feet of me, and the target must succeed on a DC 11 con saving throw or be stunned for 1 minute.
Alright. The only one next to you at the moment is Ivar, so I'm gonna go ahead and do con for her. Oh, she immediately grabs the rod and it becomes this tentacle whip. She releases and just drops it and falls limp back on the bed, eyes wide, looking at Shore, who was like, my queen, no, and runs to attack you. Arun, you still have a chance for attack of opportunity.
And I quickly shout at his brain, use the vial.
Oh yeah. I just throw it at him, right?
Yeah, just go ahead and give me an attack roll. If it hits, I would say like it cuts him, and then he has to make a save.
Okay, let's say 14 plus my dex.
Yes.
2, so that's 16 to hit.
Wow, that just barely hits. Go ahead and give me 1d6 damage. Well, 1d4, and then another d4 for the glass. And as you hit him with it, he kind of like stumbles, glares at you, and drops in front of Ivar, whose eyes is widening as she just stays stuck, can't do anything. Oh my gosh. So you have 1 minute of freedom. Go.
Right.
So I immediately say, I'm so sorry, and like I coat the weapon I have, the dagger, with the amazing poison, and stab Ivara so she can't get back up.
You give me an attack at advantage.
Okay. Does a 10?
Just 10.
Plus what? What would I do for that since I have a dagger?
It would be your dexterity, and if you're proficient, add your proficiency modifier.
Okay, so 15 in total. Nice.
15. You hit, and she's not moving, but her cloth on her is pretty wide, so you mistake it for a part of her body and end up hitting the bed next to
Oh no, I'm like, oh god, you know what? Oh god, we're
She is just sitting there like she's glaring in fear and anger.
here. I say, here, we have to take her out too. We can't risk failing. And as I shout at Arun's character, here, I'll look for the weapons.
So what is happening? I just want to know.
I am trying to encourage Arun's character to kill her. As I'm like panicking that like we're doing well, but like knowing that we're pressing our luck.
All right. Okay, so we're going to do this in a 1 minute run with 10 rounds going straight down.
Okay.
So Arun, you first go ahead and do what you want to do, and then Jake's on your turn. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Okay.
So for my turn, I'm going to go to Iwara and take the dagger that it coated her poison on, and I'm not gonna kill her. I'm just gonna stab it on her leg. It just enough to paralyze her or make her unconscious. But I'm not going for a kill.
Okay. Give me an attack roll at advantage.
4, that's 16 to hit.
16. Okay. Go ahead and add.
What's your proficiency if you have it?
So go ahead and do the damage, but it's now critical, including your sneak attack.
Oh.
She didn't see you coming.
Okay, my dagger damage is 1d.
You gotta kill her.
That's 2d4, and I need 2d6 for the sneak.
Oh no. Okay, so that's 5 plus 2d6. That's 2.
I'm going to roll for the poison. She got a nat 20 on it, but as you stab her in the leg and you kind of see her respond to it, you watch this weird green blotch kind of form on her arm.
Okay.
I got an 18 on my investigation roll.
Okay. So you begin searching all over. First thing you find on the table over to the right is you see a small mirror that has a silver frame on it. You also see a little shrine designed to loft that has similar gems to the item above, to the shrine up top, just smaller.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. not even because of what happened. Definitely that, but also because I'm focused on more important things.
Okay. Then, with that same check, you look and you see the chest to your left, and you can tell it's locked.
Okay.
Second turn, Ivar is just stuck. She is helpless for this minute of attack.
So is it Arun's turn again?
Yes, I just want to know if Arun will try to do anything towards Ivar.
No, I'm just gonna go ahead and investigate.
You should try to open the chest, Arun.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
That would be 8 plus 5, that's a 13.
Okay, you start searching around the bed and you look underneath and you see a couple of small bags, and if you go inside you find each of them has about 15 gold. There's 3 bags.
Okay, I pocket the 3 bags.
While you're on the ground searching, you also notice that the rod that she had is no longer in her hand and is just lying on the ground.
Okay, I take that away too.
Jake's?
All right. So I'm gonna try to open the chest.
It is currently locked, but you can try to pick it if you like.
Or let me know.
Do you have lock picking tools?
Well, I mean, would I, since I was a prisoner?
No.
You wouldn't, but if you want to try to jam the dagger in there for a disadvantage lockpick, you can.
Okay, but wait, I think I heard Arun's character say he can do something. So I look over and I wipe away some tears in my eye, and I'm like, can you, do you know how to pick locks?
Tears?
Yeah, I freed you from the manacles, remember?
Yeah, here. If you want, take a look at the. Oh, ooh, she might have a key actually. Let me take a quick look.
Investigation check at advantage as you just loot this poor woman's body as she's unable to resist.
Ooh, nice. That second advantage helped. 17 to loot this poor woman who tortures my kind and my friends and denies us food and has not much sympathy from me, considering she was about to kill me when she saw me.
You search and you remove. You actually look in the inside of her a hidden pocket in her belt, and you find a key.
I shout, Savara, here, and I throw him the key.
I open the chest.
As you open it, you see on the front of the chest that there's this little poison needle connected to the lock, and you notice with the turn of the key that it disabled it. Any other attempts might have had this launch out towards the person.
Oh my god.
Okay. Inside, you find your stuff. Any type of spell books, components, focus, magical items, or personal artifacts that are close to you will be inside.
Okay, awesome. I am going to look for my coin, an arcane focus, and whatever tablet that it kind of visualized in her mind that I was able to see.
You find the gourd and you search a little bit further and find a coin. You also inside the chest find a silver chain hairdress with small onyx stones, a drawer bag, and inside has 2 potions of healing, and then another small pouch with 24 gold pieces, 30 silver pieces, and a small moonstone jewel.
I'm gonna take all of the money and the jewel, and I am going to take the focus and sort of roll it towards Inoki. I'm gonna take its belongings and my coin, and I think that's all. I'm gonna leave the rest there because too much weight could be a problem.
There was also the jewel bag and the potions of healing as well.
Oh, the potions of healing, yes. Sorry.
I asked him, do you see any of my jars? I should have had some jars on me.
Yes, one of the items that you grab is a small, small knapsack. Inside, just specially contain all these small jars.
Okay. Yeah, I show it to Inoki. Is this the one that you're talking about? Okay.
I just quickly look at my focus and I'm like, yes, I have my music back. And I look at him and I'm like, you don't know what it's like. I'm not a fighter, man. This is too much. And I'm trying to wipe away some tears. And I look at the body and that I guess I'm almost gonna die. And that's why I asked for one of the jars. I feed her one of the hallucinations spores and I'm like, I really hope this helps your suffering.
She just eyes wide, and you see immediately her eyes glaze, kind of like she just goes still, looking up at the ceiling.
I hope it's a nice hallucination. Jesus.
I mean, I'm gonna say that's dependent on the person's trip, you know?
It's all part of the ride. Okay, we're gonna now cut to the other group, because y'all just did that. Pupito, Stool, and Seraph starts going through one by one. Well, how do you guys want to do this? How do you want to search through?
Just immediately. Does it sound like there's anybody around?
If you give a perception check per door, I can. But a general perception, like your passive perception, will let you know there's no one in the immediate area. If you want to try to find more, like if they're behind the door or not, you have to check.
I guess just randomly. I go to whichever the barracks seem the nicest.
You open it up, and as the room where the drow just left, it's kind of a bit shabby right now, despite cleaning earlier. People seem to have rushed out of it in a hurry. You can go ahead and give me an investigation check at advantage as you have Bupito and Seraph helping.
Okay. It's either an 18. Yeah, it's an 18. And I want to point out that I'm specifically looking for one of those little spider whistles too, as well as other stuff.
All right. So you guys search and you start finding weapons for each of the people. You start finding armor that seems like it would, if you had it going in, it will fit you here. As such, Seraph and Bupito kind of just starts putting a bit of it on now.
Okay. So we're finding all of our like normal equipment.
Mm-hmm. And then you go through the drawers and you're searching, and you look under one of the pillows and you find this small wooden whistle.
Awesome. All right, I definitely take that. And then I guess if we're done with this room and it's still my turn to play, then we'll try the other room as well.
You see in the back a drow who just finished putting his own armor on, and he has this gruff look like, damn it all, and sees you, Seraph, and Bupito, and then locks eyes with Seraph and says, of course you would be the traitor. We've been watching you this whole time. And he charges to attack.
Okay. Do we roll initiative?
You can. I figured you guys usually have like a thing you want to do response real quick, but yes, roll initiative.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess my first thing I'm gonna do as he runs into attack is hide.
Give me a stealth roll and then initiative.
Okay. 24.
You are hidden.
Initiative is 14.
You might be moving a bit slower.
Okay.
Let me roll with Seraph and Bupito. 17. Alright. So first is the drow who saw the lunge and just disappeared. He doesn't seem to actually be too focused on that. As he glares at Seraph, the drow is just gonna come and lunge with anger towards Seraph, taking 2 short sword attacks. Eesh. So one with a natural 20 and a non-natural 19. Both are going to hit Seraph. Good thing he just put armor on. Oh man, damn. So you see him take 2 swings and just cut across Seraph's chest, and Seraph just kind of crumples and holding his chest and falls to the ground. He is now unconscious, and that's his turn. Next is Bupito, who runs around behind the drow and tries to take a swipe at his ankle. Natural 20 on Bupito's part. Good job.
That's my boy.
Yeah, almost like he has a knack for knives. I will say with the crit, he cuts the drow pretty deep, and he is bending down, holding that ankle. All right, it is your go.
All right, I'm gonna.
You see Seraph just crumple, holding his chest, leaning forward, and Bupito mid combat with the drow.
Okay, I'm going to make sure my dagger is poisoned and throw it at the enemy.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay. 25.
Yeah, that hits. Give me damage.
Alright, so for the piercing damage, it's 5, and then he needs to make a constitution.
Sneak attack.
Oh yeah, sneak attack.
He rolled a 3 on the poison. What happens when he fails?
He takes 2d4 poison damage.
Ooh.
5 for poison, and then the sneak attack is just a d6, you said?
Yes.
Alright, 1d6, and then that's 3. So in total, 13.
You launch the dagger and it hits him on the shoulder, and as he pulls it out, the blood just seems to keep flowing, and he starts cringing from this intense pain.
For bonus action, I am gonna hide.
Yep, I honestly was gonna say for your bonus action, just go ahead and give me that stealth roll.
Yeah, I'm always gonna go back and hide. A non-nat 20.
Okay. He curses, and as he looks up to try to find you, you've already come at your way out of there. He just turns to focus on Bupito and Seraph, and with the unusual level of anger, he actually ignores Bupito and takes an attack of opportunity to approach Seraph. And Bupito hits him, gonna do damage. Now the drow is limping, and as he pulls his 2 swords up, he takes 2 swings at Seraph, saying,
Loth should have left you.
okay, both hit, both are criticals due to him being unconscious and down. You watch him tear into the backside of Seraph, and a large pool of blood begins to form.
Oh man.
He is now limping. He turns back towards Bopedo, and it is your go.
Is Seraph dead?
Seraph is dead.
So I'm gonna take my other dagger, which was... I already threw one dagger, so I'm gonna throw the other dagger that I have. The second of my 3 daggers. I forgot I actually had 3 daggers now. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do all that. So
Roll with advantage.
okay, so that's either a 17 or a non-nat 20.
A non-nat 20 hits, give me damage, and then the poison, I need to go over that. He passes the poison. Oh,
So that's going to be 6, and then plus sneak is another 6. So 12 damage.
he has 2 daggers in a similar spot on his arms. At this one's closer to his chest now, and you see a lot of blood profusing from it. He is barely standing on his feet. It doesn't look like he has enough strength to even hold his weapons now. It's going to be his turn on the initiative. At this point, he kind of stares at the situation and starts muttering.
One last thing, I just wanted to say for bonus action I had. So I'll do that stealth roll.
You'll have an even better chance to hide after this, as he mutters some incantation while sliding his blood across his chest. And erupting from him is this cloud of darkness that surrounds the entire area.
Ew.
Everyone is currently unable to see in it, and you just hear shuffling as you hear him move away. Both you and Bopedo get 1 attack of opportunity on him, but it's at disadvantage. Yours is a straight roll as you already hit. Bopedo's going to take his swing. Both attacks missed.
Okay, yeah, just so you know, my stealth check was 23, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, so you can, if you want to break your stealth, you can use your attack of opportunity on him, but it will be a straight roll as he tries to get away.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and kill him. So, 24.
How do you kill him as he limps away?
As this cloud of smoke comes out, I just kind of go into panic mode, and just with my 3rd and final dagger, I just leap onto him with the dagger and bury it in his neck.
You blindly lunge and you feel something sink, and you just hear as the darkness fades and he just drops next to Sarah. You two are all out initiative.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take back all 3 daggers, so I have them all again.
And Bopedo is over there checking on Sarah, like, no, not like this. Damn it, he had knowledge. Damn. We don't have a good guide as well. We don't have as good of a guide anymore. No. And you just see Bopedo is visibly angry from this loss.
No. Health kit?
He kind of glares at you, blood in his hands, like, do you see a health kit fixing this?
I kind of shrink back and say, never seen death.
He stops for a moment and takes a moment to calm himself. Well, its death will be all around us, and a bit more as we travel. He looks at Sarah's body, picks up the sword next to him, and holds on to it. Says, we should keep moving in the other room. Perhaps we will get lucky and find some kind of health potion or something. I'm going to the hall, and he kind of just walks out.
I do want to search this room before I leave.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. 13.
13. Okay, so where he was previously at, you do find some more items. You find a nice small chest. You find 12 silver pieces, 8 gold pieces. You find 1 flask with this same dark liquid that Inoki's shown you before, which is a drow poison. And you also find a 100-foot coil of silk rope with like a grappling hook next to it.
Silk rope with a grappling hook, huh?
100 feet.
And you said 12 GP, 8 silver, and 1 vial of drow poison. Alright, I'm gonna put those away. And then, I want to check his body as well.
Sarah's body or the drow?
Actually, both of them. Especially since that other guy's not looking now.
So on the elite drow warrior, you find the hand crossbow with 18 bolts next to it, another vial of drow poison, 2 short swords, chain shirt. That's about it. Oh wait, no, you also find a key on him. seems like it would unlock the manacles that you once had.
Okay, well, I don't take the key then.
You don't find anything of importance on Seraph, but as you're inspecting him, you see these. You actually take a closer look and notice these fungi that seem to be growing on the side of his neck and face.
I'm gonna. I was gonna say lick it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything about that. I will step out of the room, and I'll say I'm gonna try and connect to the others that were searching the other room telepathically and say.
You communicate and you can connect with Ron. You can connect with Daniel, Shusar, and Eldif as they are still working the lift, and just communicate back to you like everything all right.
Yes, we should go. There's more rooms, but I don't know if there's much worth.
And then in your heads, you hear Peter yell, "Son of a bitch!" and directs the focus towards you. It's come to the main hall. We have guests.
All right. I don't want to, but I do.
Inside, you see Sir Bupido glaring at Topsy and Turvy, who just have like several sacks of food tied onto them.
Oh, nice.
And they both kind of like wide-eyed looking at you all. Escape? You escape? He's currently not.
Okay. I say, I'll get others.
I guess this means that while this was going on, I was smashing and feeding someone hallucinogenic mushrooms, huh?
I just want to run as close as I can until I hear that they're in range.
As you guys start climbing back up the ladder, you notice that the giant spider has just drained Jim Jar's body, and you can all climb out and start to hear its voice again.
I say, I'm sorry, Jim Jar. We had more important things. Why'd you have to go for the jewels? I told you something was in the room.
And then we just keep moving.
And you said we hear it?
Yeah, I say, health kit?
Health kit. We have a health kit. We have Athens and everyone's items, but we lost somebody.
You see coming from the main hall, Jim Bupido glaring with awkward and meek Topsy and Turvy looking down with the dozen bags of food.
I'm like, oh my god, I thought you were dead.
Not dead. We escaped.
And you came back? Ooh.
To which Turvy mumbles to himself. Mine.
Well, I mean, a deal's a deal. And I hold out a jar, and I'm like, if we escape, the contents of this jar, and it's like a jar of like those hallucination mushrooms. I'm like, they're yours. And
Turvy remembers eyes widening to it and kind of like just toss you a sack of half-rotten mushrooms.
And I'm like, oh, thank you. And I put them away. I'm like, I can actually use these for later.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, where's everyone else? We have health and weapons to give out, so we can move towards the lift.
You all reconvene, and you are now back at the lift. Everyone has been concealing themselves, and they see you all, and it's like, there you. Where's Jim Jar? Where's Sarah?
Dead. Seraph dead.
Jim Jar.
What?
Jim Jar drained by a giant spider.
Right, yeah.
Fine. What less miles away about? I guess. But Sarah was the guy. What are we going? Damn.
Also, we don't think it'll be an issue, but we were able to subdue the queen, and I feel like we need to keep going. So
Eldif stops the conversation. He's like, "Did you fucking kill that cunt?"
Whoa!
Sexist.
I don't know, but we need to move.
We tried, but we didn't. We couldn't. But we looted stuff.
But she's currently having the most potent drug experience of her entire being.
She kind of like chuckles and laughs a bit. This is going to be a shame on the trout. I cannot wait to tell the dwarves about this.
Should be just the thought of it being like, oh my god, you don't know.
Bam, 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 bam.
She should be incapacitated for like 20 minutes. They're very potent.
And then Bupido kind of nudges like, I don't want to sound rude, but he points at Krav, who's still unconscious, and then his bleeding arm.
I I say, Savara, how much healing potions were we able to find?
I think 3 vials of it, right?
2 potions of healing.
I might cure his wounds, actually.
Okay. Go ahead and do the healing.
Alright, so I cast Cure Wounds. Well,
Wait,
Jack,
what?
you got healed,
He
10
can't
points.
hear you. He lost. Maybe he lost connection.
Yeah, he probably did.
It's a good stopping point.
I'm sorry. We all get, if y'all want to get back into it, we can.
I mean, we can.
Totally up to you.
You guys are getting to a good point. I didn't want to stop it. Nah, let's keep going.
We can keep going.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone gathers, let's turn the page. Everyone gathers back at the lift. Krav is currently recovered. We're going to say NPC mode at the moment. And you have handed out the supplies. Everyone now has their access to their armors, weapons, and skills.
Yay.
Nice.
Now have your gourd. It
Yeah.
will automatically refill itself with just enough water to do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Eldif starts looking at the lift, and from the instructions you gave her, figured out how to operate it. And within the time it took for you guys to start equipping, she has pulled it up by herself, and it's just currently holding on at the moment. Like, we can send the first 4 down to check out the area below, but we need to be quick about it. This is kind of tough. And then Shushaw just holds her shoulder and grabs the top part of it, and you can kind of see her relax a bit.
Okay. I think we should just keep moving, wherever leads to escape.
At this point, you see one more drow come out of the room. He's like, "Stop! I can't let you!" Ah! And you see a chastmate swoop down and take him, and just keep going as y'all just kind of silently watch that happen.
Case in point, we don't have much time.
Is there any sign that the attacking creatures are interested in us, or are they only interested in the drow?
It doesn't seem like they're directly focused on you, but because the drow putting so much attention on attacking them and whatnot, they are just they have their hands full.
Okay. So I say, lift. Get on the lift.
Okay. So I need to know the first 4 people who are going onto the lift.
Okay, I think it should be probably the injured, just in case we need to fight as they go up.
No, we're going down.
Oh, down, right.
There's going to be more fights down, so the strongest people should go down first.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
And
some of the
I look at-
strongest are currently holding this.
Right, okay. I go in the lift.
I follow.
I guess,
Eldest should go.
yeah.
What are you? Do you little
I'm
one?
right
You
here.
should go.
Come on, get on the lift.
Oh yeah, Eldith is injured. Did anyone give her a health potion?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got healed.
Oh no, Eldith was fine on health. Darendale took a hit. Pepito took a hit. But Pepito recovered if you guys gave him one of the potions.
Yeah, we had 3. There was 3 people that needed help, so
So we're out of potions then, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if Eldith is fine, she should go down.
She looks at one of you all and says, someone can take this then?" And she starts like moving the rope around, and as she does, Inoki, you start playing around inside the lift.
Mm-hmm.
I do what?
You start swaying in the lift as she's moving the rope, like looking to hand it off to someone. Since you guys want her to go inside it.
Here, why don't you give it to
Crab?
Krav?
Krav takes it and he just stands idly holding on. Both him and Shusar keep it pretty stable as she jumps in. So it's Inoki, Eldif, who else is in there?
Zavara.
Zuvar.
It wants to stay behind.
And I guess Stu can come in here if you like.
Okay. So it's the first 4. You guys are led down. As you're being led down, it's taking some time within this 4 seconds. In the tower above here, you see a guard notice, and he doesn't seem to have a weapon, but he just starts blowing his horn in a different tone towards the alarms, as if to try to get someone over here.
Okay. So this is happening on the top floor where the
Yeah.
injured are? Okay.
And right now, all he can really seem to do is watch.
Right.
Okay.
And within, if the lift hits the bottom of the ground, and you guys can unload it, and then Krav and Shushaw just pull it back up.
Okay.
Okay.
Next 4.
How many of us are left upstairs?
Shushar, Darendale, Bupito, and you. Oh wait, Topsy and Turvy is here as well, but they make
Okay.
up one person really.
It wants to stay behind and let everybody else take the elevator down.
As Darendale, Bupito jump in, they look at Topsy and Turvy, and then look at you, and both of them motion for one of you two to jump in. Topsy and Turvy don't hesitate to charge in, as you kind of just like lean back and let them go through. So
Yeah, it feels confident that it could, if push comes to shove, it could just jump into the water below. It has the whistle to protect it from spiders, and it feels confident that it escaped the ooze last time, so it feels safe. Like, it has a good backup escape route, essentially.
Okay. So at this point, the guard is just like yelling out to someone like, "Anyone, please!" And he's starting to keep himself low as the big demons are flying around, and he just curses, and you see him disappear. And Shushar and then the crowd begin lowering the lift. About halfway down, you see him kind of like holding up one sword, kind of exhausted, as he like looks at you, Shushar, and Krav, and says,
Not another movement. Stop what you're doing. Return to the pins.
and at that point, Krav successfully lowers the lift, and it's just you three.
So who's upstairs still?
You, Shushar, and Krav.
Okay. I pull out the crossbow, and I say, "It's dangerous to stay here. You should leave."
He kind of looks at you wide-eyed, like, how dare you, little one? Give me an intimidation check.
Okay. Let's see if a little 2-foot tall me can be scary. -1.
I've had crazier things happen today.
15 minus 1.
14. I'm gonna give him an insight check. His face blanches with fear, and he just drops his sword and runs away. And you look and you feel a bit proud of yourself, as if you scared him. And then you notice immediately flying past you is a demon that seems to try to chase him down the stairs, to which you just hear screaming echoing. You, Krav, and Shushar are also awkwardly quiet, and Shushar just kind of pushes you into the basket.
Okay. Are we just gonna let go and let it fall down?
He looks at you and tells you,
But as soon as I bring you down, have the others pull the other rope.
and he starts bringing it down.
Wait, so he's not getting in?
He's not getting in.
No, then I don't get in. I don't go. I stay out of the lift too.
You hop out, and Krav is awkwardly staring with arms reached, like, okay, and he just heads down. You guys meet at the lift and see that it's just Krav, who mentions to you all that the others are just waiting for the lift to come back up. At this point, it does, and Shushar looks at you and is like, "Little one, go." He kind of smiles towards that and walks into the lift, and he just waits for you.
Okay, I walk in with him.
Alright. Whoever wants to take over below, unless you want the NPCs through it, give me a strength check, and you guys can try to operate the lift from below.
Yeah, I got it. I'll try it.
Elder puts a hand on the rope with you and is like, "I got you," and you can roll with advantage.
Nice. Hold on, what's it? 18 plus what? Strength? Alright. 17.
As it goes down halfway through, you kind of feel it, like, you feel like you're getting weak and unable to hold it, and then it kind of like, you lose grip on it, and the sudden rush causes Elder to lunge forward with it to fall, and it is now currently falling halfway down. Shushar and it, I'm gonna need dex saves. I'm gonna roll for Shushar.
Okay. 18?
18 is exactly what you needed. As it collides, you kind of like use that instant moment to tuck and roll with the force and manage to avoid taking any damage. Shushar does something similar, but it seems like he skids on the end of it, taking a little bit of damage. But with this, you are all at the bottom of the floor, and you can choose. At this point, you are now at the base to go north, south, or west. Above, you see a couple of crossbows being fired as you see Jordan and Asha above yelling at you all.
Do not let them escape. Get the men on the lift. Get them down, however.
Which direction are they facing? Or
You see them making these shouts and claims for the tower above here and try to make their way.
okay.
It wants to take the dagger and just cut through the rope so it's just worthless. Or pull down the rope so it's worthless or something.
Give me an attack roll.
A dagger attack. Okay. 22?
You watch as it like snaps him, the boat flies up on the remaining half, and the rest of the lift just collapses. Which above you see Asha grimace and start ordering for crossbows to be gathered. And you guys have an effective lead on them. Which way do you want to go?
Can I do a perception check that would give me some sort of a clue, like maybe dampness or like light or something that'll tell us which way is faster?
Give me survival check.
Okay, yeah. I will do that. Yeah, that's not gonna help. That's a 6 plus survival, 3, 9. That's barely anything.
It's kind of hard to notice anything. Like as you're turning around searching for a proper location, you realize like I don't know this place. I don't know where I'm going, and there's a huge demon in front of me trying to like make it difficult. And as you have that moment of realization, you see this rock who's been shot, like covered in arrows, slam in front of you all, limp upwards in front of your path, and makes a deafening screech. I need you all to roll initiative.
What kind of creature is it again?
A large winged demon-like creature, known as a rock.
Cool.
And it's got a bunch of arrows in it, huh?
Now I get an 18. And I'm not 20 for the initiative.
Okay, 1 second. Starting from the top. Arun?
Okay. I will pull out my, let's see, crossbow again, loaded with a bolt, and try to shoot at it.
Give me an attack roll.
That is an unnatural 20 to hit.
That hits. Give me damage.
Okay, that is 1d6 plus 2. I'm not sneaking, so... Well, is he being flanked or anything? No, right?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, so just straight 3 points of damage.
3 points as another piece of arrow, like, lodges in him. You hear him, like, scream in pain. And you notice, you take a closer look, that he has been horribly wounded already.
Okay. I'm gonna take my bonus action to hide, and also telepathically tell Inoki that he's been wounded. We can take him.
Next up is it.
I am going to go ahead and shoot a poisoned crossbow bolt at him.
Huzzah!
Oh, did he do con save for my arrow?
Thank you for reminding me.
Thank you, Maya, for reminding me.
Fucking twos!
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's immune to poison, never mind. I'm sorry. As you see your arrow hit him, it does damage, but that seems to be it.
Okay, sweet. Then the entire.
That sucks. That's like the only trick up my sleeve. Okay, but still, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot that boy. Does a 22 hit?
Give me damage.
5. And then I'm gonna hide.
Alright, so my move?
Inoki?
Well, I get my focus.
I hit with a 12, by the way. Sorry, Diggs, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I grab my spellcasting focus and unleash Vicious Mockery.
You see Inoki throw this jar, and then it begins to glow. What is the mockery how do you mock it that everyone can now hear?
I say to everybody that your pathetic excuse for a demon, you're gonna die shamed and humiliated by your own kind.
So with magical resistance, he rolled a 6 for his saving throw and failed.
Nice. Okay. He gets 3 damage. Plus okay, then yeah, 3.
The rock feels humiliated by what just happened and kinda just like wings wide to attack. And at disadvantage, he's going to aim for you, Inoki. First attack. Fail. Oh wait, with your armor now, does a 14 hit?
Yeah, it just meets.
Okay. Second attack, disadvantage. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Alright. So you dodge him trying to claw you, but with that dodge, you see you're in range for his beak attack, and he pierces you for 10 points of damage.
God.
And now it's Zavara's turn.
Nasty demon. Okay. I will, from where I am, try to attack him with my crossbow again.
Oh wait, add advantage because you're hiding.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god. That's a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit as kind of just goes over his head.
Too many arrows already in there.
Couldn't find a spot.
Couldn't find a spot. Go back to hiding.
Oh, roll me yourself, roll Arun.
Oh yeah, sorry. My bad. That's a 17 plus change 4, 21.
Oh man, you rogues are gonna be so broken in this campaign. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Where did he go, George? Which way did he go?
So I think it's better to stick with the crossbow still. So I'm gonna hit him with the crossbow again.
Advantage.
Okay, so it's either it's a 19.
Give me damage and sneak attack.
Okay, so 11 for damage, and yeah.
11.
11?
How do you kill it?
Oh, okay. Well, just it's actually 12 because of my sneak. Okay, I guess I shoot him right between the eyes. Cool.
At this point, several arrows aim from above, just showering the area next to you, not necessarily hitting or blocking off your armor. As you see limping, held on by Shore, Evar with a face none of you have noticed before. Her eyes are glazed. She is sweating profusely and hair matted. Part of her mouth seems to be limping at disabled on the side, and she yells out, "No! I will find you! I will find you all! Attack!" And she has them try to shoot out more arrows. At this point, you see Topsy and Toby just disappear, and you all as a group kind of just begin to scatter. Which way is everyone going?
I grab stool and I go where I see the most people headed.
Okay.
So.
All right, I will leave it to one of you guys then to pick a direction: north, south, or east. You all will remember that the main goal previously was to get to Neverlight Grove, which would have been towards the west, which means over in this direction.
Yeah, I guess we should go west then. Seems like a good idea.
As you all dodge arrows, make your way through, you just hear in the back a loud, guttural cry from Ivar, and it begins to echo out and fade away as you head deeper into the tunnel. Where will our adventure go next? Who knows?
Yay!
But you all have effectively escaped Velkenfell prison.
Hey.
You are all now level 3.
Hell yeah!
And we are done for today in chapter 1 of Out of the Abyss.
Yay!
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of time spent. Yeah. You guys did so damn well. Holy crap.
Yeah.
We got some really good rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were a little lucky today.
This whole story could have changed if y'all killed her. Wow. Y'all could have killed her.
Yeah, the only time I didn't get good rolls. And then they had morals. Losers.
I wanted to kill her.
I did it.
I was focused on the mission.
We're going to epilogue and say during this time you guys travel for a couple of hours until it gets late into the night and think you have effectively made enough distance for at least a rest. You can go ahead and take a long rest. In the distance, at the cavern floor where there's the body of a rook, of dead rock, you see limping Ivar crawl towards it, her hand halfway covered in this nasty gangrene color as she inspects the tracks and talks to the other drow next to her. I will find them, and I will serve them to the city of spiders. And all of that, that's where we'll leave off to.
Can I ask it?
Yeah. So like the moment you hit like the cavern floor, you have freedom.
So if I had successfully made my way to the very top of the waterfall, would I have made it to...
I would have had to make a whole nother campaign for you. Like I was gonna play 1v1 with you while I played with them.
Oh, that would have been so fun. But it's also fun to be with everyone.
Yeah. Insane roles and even insane actions done. Like I thought y'all was gonna save Jim Jar.
I was thinking about it, but like I'm kind of squishy, man. Just that one attack that like just happened, it's already halfway dead. Like I'm already halfway dead.
Oh man.
Yeah, if only you found the spider whistle in time to save him.
Yeah.
That would have been the way to do it.
Oh yeah, don't forget the items you have on here. Zvar, you also still have Nay. He's still holding on with you.
Yay! I ask him if he's excited to go
It
out.
crawls a little on your neck and does his like scratch with his little legs. Like,
Okay.
oh, I have some wood. I'm glad I already have like half of this already prepped. I just need to know the path y'all will take. This will be insane.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for today.
Yeah, man, it was great.
Having us.
Ah,
It was a fun
yes, so good.
session.
Had so much fun.
So long, farewell, Avida saying adieu, adieu.
Adieu to all the drow. Prison in on to part 2. Part 2. Ha 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 ha.
Good job, good job.
Yes, likewise. Pat on the back. Well done to all of our players making it out of the prison. Numerous times you can hear me panic with the choices that you make, and so much was going on with the group splitting up. Combat scenes for everyone, and a personal loss of an NPC on both sides. Today, well, not today, but this episode had a lot to offer.
I completely forgot that we left Jim Jar to die.
Yeah.
So when we went inside the chamber, you did a really good job of like describing that unknown threat, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let's just ignore it. Stick to the plan. We have a mission. But no, Jim Jar just had to get the jewels that were in the statue. He just had to trigger the giant spider encounter.
Rest in peace, Sev and Jim Jar. I honestly expected players to throw themselves in harm's way to save him. Not so much Jim Jar, at least. Like, I think I played him a bit too well and just had him be a bit too greedy.
Can I just say, man, I felt really bad about drugging Ivara. Like, I know it was all fictional, and she was supposed to be this evil slave trader, and she tried to kill us, and was enjoying our misery, and was poking fun at our, like, you know, imprisonment. But, like, I really thought she was gonna die, and I wanted to make her death kind of painless.
What?
I just wanted her to have a good, like, painless way off this mortal coil, so to speak. But now,
I don't think you achieved that at all.
no, I think this is going to make a very awkward future encounter if we ever end up encountering her again.
Oh, no. Don't you worry. You guys will have the most awkward encounter with her in the future.
Pretty good evil laugh.
So if you all enjoyed my evil laugh and the dialogue that was here in the outro, and everything that we've been doing for the past couple months with this podcast, thank you so much for listening. Support us directly on our Patreon at nextontheinitiative.com. If you want to hear a shout out at the start of the episode, or see funny D&D memes on our channel, or check out any additional content, you can use the link in the description. So Jakes, you know the bit. It is your turn to name a $3 item.
Oh, dude, I got just the thing.
You got just a thing?
It's gonna be some beans.
Beans?
Them garbanzos, man. I'm talking those chickpeas in a can, you know? Like 3 of those bad boys in a can. Like, I love garbanzo beans, man.
Man.
They're just so useful. Like, I make like tacos with them. I make like hummus, all kinds of things with chickpeas. They're incredibly useful, and like, I think they're a staple.
Yeah, man, you gotta get the beans. You know, them good old beans that can be used for everything. Oh, yeah, doggone beans can be boiled, mashed, stuck into a stew, but instead we smash them Lagoon boys into 3 big cans. Woo-wee.
I gotta say, I'm not sure what accent you were trying to go for, man, but I really liked it. It was like auctioneer, but also like cowboy who loves beans.
I don't know the accent either. I just thought.
Look, I mean, if you love chickpeas as much as I do, man, I can get with that, you know?
I'm a lentils kind of man.
You know, to each their own.
To each their own, I see. This is where the podcast ends, people, the divide.
This is where it starts. You're gonna look back and be like, oh yeah, I really like that podcast, but ever since one of them brought up beans versus lentils, it's all downhill from there.
Some say this bean was the seed of doubt that planted in the very beginning. So for the price of 3 cans of chickpeas, you know, them good old beans,
you can keep this podcast going. So yes,
And yeah,
please support our foolishness on Patreon and help us buy beans. It support us. They keep us regular.
yeah, keeps our podcast is powered by beans, man.
We are very eco-friendly. We don't even use data. We use beans. We crush the beans up into ones and zeros.
All right. So you can follow us on social media using the links in the description. We have our official accounts linked below, and consider giving us a good ratings on the platforms you use to listen to this podcast. We always really appreciate any support. You know, every little bit counts.
Some of the sound effects used in this episode were made by Jakes, our showrunner. The sources for the...
Oh yeah, I gotcha. Didn't think I was coming in during
Oh my god, he got me!
Yeah, so you know, in this episode I made some of the like yeah. Yeah, I also recorded some ukulele for like a few of the strumming. Yeah. So, before I rudely interrupted, would you like to finish the disclaimer?
Yes, it's the thing we do all the time, but I like that we do it fresh every time. Some of the sound effects used in this episode were made by our showrunner Jakes. The sources for the music and additional sound effects can be found in the description and were used under Creative Commons licensing. This podcast is oh wow, we do it every time and I still mess it up. This podcast is unofficial fan content of the D&D 5e module, Out of the Abyss. We are not sponsored or endorsed by Wizards of the Coast. Any role-playing we do as characters, depiction of locations, or other content in this module is fan content of this podcast of the source material. So please support the official content.
Special thanks to Maia Ross playing It the Grung, Jack Phillips playing Krav the Warforged, Arun Bharadwaj playing Suvara the Half-Elf, and David George playing Ugesh the Fighter. Oh, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Oh yeah. Thank you for supporting our podcast, and also thanks Elijah for being a good DM, man, and a good co-host.
Thank you, Jakes Hernandez, for being Inoki the Mic in it.
All right. Well, Elijah, do you have an outgoing message for anybody listening?
No funny quotes, no jokes. Just love each other, take care of each other. And once again, thank you so much for enjoying part 1 of Out of the Abyss with Next on the Initiative. Get back to you as soon as we can.
All right. Well, everyone be good. Be safe out there.
Till next time, people.